game time at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was...
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if you thought this place was rocking before, after that interception, it just took this atmosphere to a whole nother level. And now let's see if this offense can come out, take a deep breath, deal with some of these early emotions, and take advantage and strike for some points.
So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
Dream situation here for your first possession of the game, Mike. You go from sitting on the bench thinking you got a couple minutes before you got to take the field. Defense comes away with a huge takeaway on the opening snap of the game. Now, in this sudden change, can you come away with points? Can you reward the defense for creating the turnover and get yourselves out to an early lead?
They'll try again after the incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
That one on target to Moore. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bears first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
They'll put Loveland in motion. Now Williams going to keep it himself.
Caleb Williams. It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bears first down. First and goal.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Give up the middle with Swift. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Swift, and he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's 3rd down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have 4th down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. He will do it himself. He's in. Williams. Touchdown, Chicago.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready now for their second drive. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. T.J. Edwards getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
A gain of 12
A pickup
yards.
of 12 yards.
And the Bears
First down, Chicago.
First
Really
and 10
nice
at the
job there,
43-yard
Mike. I mean, he
line.
sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First down.
Nice job by them
and 10
getting the
at the
back to the
32-yard
perimeter.
line.
Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Oh, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Amik Robertson there to bring him down.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
First
And
10
these are
at
the explosive
13-yard
runs
line.
that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the
A
defense.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 10-yard line.
They face second down and 7. Here's Williams. He takes off, and he'll take this one in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago. And his second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out on top, 14-0.
Lions, nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive, and then a punt the last time they had it. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They send the tight end in motion. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Game, offense.
On second down, Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Bears offense ready to see what they can do. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll step up and run this. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bears first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, 1 first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
A second down throw for Goff. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down, Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. And a good job rallies to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
A gain of 2.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down and 9. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Lions first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
9 yards.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
The 22-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Now, Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Third down and 9. Goff to throw. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That's taken in, and he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Lions are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Lions 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Swift. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 30-yard line. That one good for 29.
First down.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed, great run.
Here's Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
4 yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
The 16-yard line.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kyle Manunga, touchdown Bears. Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead.
21, Lions 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, it is 3rd and long. Goff to throw. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Whoa! And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Lions called their first timeout, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Raymond going to return it, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Goff to throw on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the gun, it's Goff. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
For a Lions first down. A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. One of the tight ends in motion right. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic. There hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
This one complete right side. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
Jack Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Snow continuing to fall as we get set for the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bears offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he's going to have just a couple here. The but there is a marker on the field as well. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far,
Second down.
and it draws the flag. Williams to throw on second down. That's a short one caught by Loveland. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
The Lions offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Now this looks like a design run, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
On second down, Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Here's the Lions punt team now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. get a few more guys in the box. And then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing lane.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it is Manunga. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Alex Anzalone in for the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he is going to have a Bears first down. Able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bears.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, here is Manunga. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Shotgun draw,
It's now
trying to
3rd
catch him
and
off
8.
guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
The Bears send out their punt team.
For the Bears.
Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Lions offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That's right side and brought in by Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing, Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Now a fair catch called for and taken right at the midfield stripe. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. He's got Loveland free left side. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That complete to Swift. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that, but there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Putting the tight end in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. A run here with Swift. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. Finding room to the 20. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
Bears 28, Lions 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Raymond now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion a tight end right. Off the play fake, here's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
Here's Goff. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Goff. To the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
14 more yards.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. We have a tight end motioning left here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Forced out wide. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a big play there on 3rd down, but there is a marker down, and that is not a good sign for the offense. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will score! Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer.
Lions 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mananga. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's over the middle and taken by Loveland. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Ball security a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. On play action, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. This field pretty slick now. That pickup only about 3 yards.
It's a pickup of
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
That's good.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can.
The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball.
The ball's out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And all it takes a little bit of snow to make things slippery out here. He'll get forward for only a yard.
It's 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. He'll go play action with Goff. It's caught by the tight end Laporta. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Goff to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. They will turn it over on down. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. This field pretty slick now. That pickup only about 3 yards.
At the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They will run it over center with Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
Right there, we can do it. Let's go right now.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The Bears sending out their punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 26
That one
yards.
good for 26 yards.
And the Lions.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Jared Goff sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here's Goff. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The Bears offense ready to get back at it. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And tough for defenders as well to get leverage to get their hands on it. Taken down after a gain of 4. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. 3rd and 6. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or two launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans are going to have to battle the roadways. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.